Hey, welcome everybody to
Hi.
Ask Mike Anything. I am real quick while you're logging in, and this is Braeleigh. We'll introduce her again in a minute, but I am going to check and see if we got audio going well on Facebook. Let's see. Introduce her again in a minute. Hey, look at that. That's working. Okay. So you guys who are joining me, most of you should know how this works. You type in questions into the comment section, and we answer them. You can ask me a question. You can ask Braeleigh a question. However you want to do that. Braeleigh may only hang out for a little bit because it is we are starting this officially at snack time, and she's going to want to have a snack. And Braeleigh just can't sit still. Not to mention, she may be limited in the topics that she is able to converse in. So, right there, you see that, Braeleigh? That says Grandpa Mullet loves Braeleigh. Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And this is Miss Carolyn saying hello. She's the one that wrote you the card that you got from St. Matthew's today.
Yay.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And like you all know, I broke my arm.
Yep, she broke her arm. And we have to wrap her up all sorts of special because a regular sling just doesn't work. Oh, yeah. So my beverage tonight is from Maniacal Mead Company called Sticky Knuckle Jam. Maniacal Mead is made in Ypsilanti and is phenomenal. They are not a sponsor. We just love them. So yeah. If you are in the Ypsilanti area or want to try Maniacal Mead, they deliver. They do shipping too. So check it out. Good stuff. Braeleigh has a kitty cocktail that is basically 7-Up and grenadine, but cherry juice.
Yeah, I tried it. It's very good.
Is it very good? All right, so we do have some questions here. Let's see. Grandpa Mullet says, Braeleigh, are you more like your mom or your dad?
I'm more like both, Grandpa Mullet.
But which one is more? Are you more like your daddy or more like your mommy?
I think more like my mommy because Daddy's hair just grows back. Our hair we cut, but it grows back. So I'm kind of like both.
My hair grows back.
Yeah, but you keep on shaving it and cutting it.
Yes, because of Grandpa Mullet.
Yeah.
Hey. Peanut Gallery, go away. All right. And Robert asks, Braeleigh, which Disney princess is the best? I bet I could guess what you're going to say.
Elsa.
Uh-huh. Elsa is the best. Oh, hang on while I yell at my 11-year-old. With my eyes. I just had to yell at her with my eyes. Isn't that great?
Get out of here, you stinking toot.
All right. Other questions, and I can answer questions too.
There's one for me at the bottom.
Braeleigh has expressed interest in answering a card. So I'm gonna pick a card, any card, as long as it's kid appropriate.
I can't. If I see it, if I see it, I can't read it. All
right. So Braeleigh, here is the question from the card deck for you tonight. What would be your best day ever?
I think my best day was when I first went to the doctor.
No. Your dream day. If you could make up a day that would be whatever you wanted it to be, what would it be?
It would probably be a winter day with lots of snow, and it stayed like that forever.
You can leave now.
Joking.
You're not joking. That's okay. All right. My best day ever would not be a winter day. it would be a like 78 to 84 degree day. Probably on a beach somewhere when I didn't have to do anything except like sit on the beach and read.
Or go in the water.
Yeah, I don't want to go in the water.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, he always just,
Any other questions for Braeleigh?
there's one
Just
at the bottom.
type them in there, Braeleigh. Daddy can read more than just the fact that there's a bee there.
I know.
That just says, that's Auntie Carla.
Mm-hmm.
That says, hello, bee, nice hairdo. Okay? So, all right. So here's a question. Carolyn wants to know, Braeleigh, have you gotten one of Dad's Sharpies and had people autograph your cast?
It's a splint and no.
Yep, it's a splint right now. And so they have to wait for the swelling to go down before she can get a cast, which right now may be this coming Friday. Part of the problem we're having, Braeleigh is on her second splint. She broke the first one. She came down and she's like, hey, look, I can move my arm, my broken arm. Look, I can move it. And, just all tough like that. And so we had to take her back to the ER, get another splint. Now we have to tie her up tight with ace bandages to make sure she doesn't get loose and break this one anymore. So yeah. But as soon as she does get a cast, we will be signing that sucker. All right, Braeleigh, what are 3 things you think you might like to do when you grow up, or just one thing you might like to do when you grow up?
I
or
think
3 things, or 10 things.
First thing of the 3 is like get a pet dog and pet cat.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but like we talked the other day about how there's going to come a point where you have to get a job so that mommy and daddy don't have to work anymore and you can just like pay for us to live. What do you want to do for that job?
I would be a horse one, but for the job for you, for my 3rd one, it'll be changing your diaper.
Well, you heard it here. All right, Braeleigh, what is your favorite holiday, Braeleigh? And your favorite food? What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is probably, because I have 2, winter and summer.
Holiday. It's like Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter or 4th of July.
I think it's going to be Christmas and Easter.
Christmas and Easter?
And summer.
Why Christmas?
Because you get presents.
Jesus was born. You know this.
Daddy said Jesus was born. I know this.
They heard me. I have a microphone too. All right. What about your favorite food? What's your favorite food?
Rice pilaf and mashed potatoes and peas.
Rice pilaf and mashed potatoes and peas. Yeah. All right. Grandpa Mike wants to know. Grandpa Mullet wants to know if Braeleigh could sing us a song. Can you sing a song? Any song you want. Not that one. No?
I don't have a very good song that I know to sing.
Oh, come on. Make one up. You make them up all the time.
He's been acting very funny lately.
Okay, apparently not. What color cast do you want?
I'm thinking of blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. Good Michigan colors.
Oh, I think we might have another comment.
That was somebody that recognized your
Mommy.
No, that was Kathy O. She recognized your frozen song. Because you know why? Because that was part of our Faith at the Movies last year. So everybody went and saw it. So what? You don't want to sing a song?
Well, I don't have one, and I don't know when to make up.
What song? Pick a song. Any song.
I'm gonna make up one.
Here, hand me my guitar. Let's do something. All right.
Call me Queen Bean.
Huh?
Call me Queen Bean.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna back up.
Let's see. I gotta. All right, just a second. If we're gonna do, well, Stephanie, I would, but all she would do for that, for the Frozen song, is go, oh. That's all she does with that one. So we're gonna try and do something. Let's see. I just need to pull up my music file here.
I'm just going to scoot my seat back.
Yep, you do that. I don't remember what the name of that song is. No, that's not what it is. But thank you. There it is. All right. You got to sing though, okay?
Oh, we got another combat.
It can't just be Daddy.
Got another comment from Grandpa though too.
Daddy knew what song I was talking, or Grandpa knew what song I was talking about. All right. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In the torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It's a run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstained ball gowns, crashing the hotels. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but every song like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. The kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Oh, I don't know what that says about our family. That, hey, Daddy's grabbing the guitar. Let's do royals.
Well, we got another comment.
Thank you, Braeleigh. Let's see. So a couple people want to know, how long does it take to do your hair like that, Braeleigh? How long does it take to do your hair like that?
Grandma knows, but it would take
Hour and a half.
hour and a half, Kayla says, but get out of here, you booger. And I'm not sure how long.
Hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see Grandpa's giving us a clap.
Yeah, Grandpa gave us a clap. And Auntie Carla wants to know, how long does it take for me to do my hair? Usually about 5 or 10 minutes twice a week. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all the Braeleigh we have time for. All right. You gonna go get a snack?
Of course.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, Braeleigh.
Bye-bye.
All right. We'll see you later. Oh, some people's kids, I tell you. All right. Well, that was Braeleigh. If you have any other questions for her, you can ask, and I can probably shout them out to her. Yeah. Or any questions for me, you can put those up there too. And while I'm waiting for you to type those up, I will take a question myself here. Let's see. All right. What is the weirdest thing you find attractive in a person? Is the question for me. Probably. Weirdest. Man. The weirdest thing I find attractive in a person would probably be like the nose. I like cute little noses. Not like my big honker. Let's see. All right. Question from Grandpa Mullet. How many t-shirts do you have? I don't know that number exists. I have a lot, and I've gotten rid of a lot. And that is a point of tension in our house. But it's also part of how I like to express myself and my individuality, and so I try not to overdo it too much, but a lot. I would probably say over 50, maybe. I'd have to count. Yeah. Any other questions? Again, I'll slog through the decks here and get to the journal, but I want to give you guys time to ask your questions to formulate them there. This is apparently the sticky knuckle jam from Maniacal Mead. Is apparently like a limited edition one, or one that isn't out much. I got it from my friend Rico today, who brought it over for me as a gift, and it's very, very nice. It says it's made with it's grape honey with Concord grape, roasted peanuts, and caramelized honey. That's really good. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not seeing questions coming through. That's all right. I will pull a card here. I do want to let you guys know, you guys get to be some of the first if you haven't seen it on Facebook already. But we planned and did a Faith at the Movies last year, where we invited people to go to the movies, and then Bree and I would, in our congregations, preach with those movies as the primary illustration or vehicle for conveying the application of the scripture kind of thing. And this year we're not going to be able to do that. Given the pandemic, as hopeful as I would like to be, I can tell you our family, regardless of where things are, would not feel comfortable going to a movie theater, inviting people to movie theaters this January. So what we're going to do is the first Sunday in January is Epiphany, so we'll celebrate Epiphany. And then after that, it's going to be four other Sundays in January. And we're going to have a movie from the 60s, a movie from the 70s, a movie from the 80s, and a movie from the 90s. And you all get to help pick that this year. You can go to bit.ly/faith at the movies. And that'll take you to a Google poll where you can vote for 4 movies. There are 4 movies in each decade category, and you can vote for one from each. And the winners in those categories will be movies we have to figure out how to preach. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We tend to do costumes and other fun things, and given the digital virtual media of things right now, we may even be able to do a few more fun things with that, especially since we're going to be dealing with some movies that have been out for a really long time. And no, Dad, Die Hard is not one of the movies on the list. We worked to try and not have Christmas movies on there, because it will be just after Christmas when we're starting that. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for another card. And this could be a quick night. You guys seem to want to talk to Braeleigh more. Wish she had a bigger attention span. All right. So this is the out of the What the Heck deck. Let's see. This one is what nickname have you been called that you hate? I can tell you, when I was a freshman in high school, I had kind of the bowl cut, longer hair, and I've always been a bigger dude. And Chris Farley was really big on Saturday Night Live, and like the guys in the voc ed end of school where I spent a lot of my time, would call me Farley, and like I didn't like it because I knew they were making fat jokes, but I've always liked Chris Farley, his work on SNL, his stuff on his movies and other things. So, and I got to tell you, at some point in the pandemic, Netflix put out Adam Sandler's musical comedy special. And towards the end of it, he does a song as a tribute to Chris Farley that, like, I just showed it to Bree, just showed that segment to Bree, who does not laugh at the boy humor like I laugh at that humor. And even Bree teared up. It was very moving, very touching. So, yeah. All right. My dad with the questions. Here we go. How do you deal with any frustrations you may have surrounding the pandemic as it relates to your ability to reach out to the church community? It is difficult because there are a lot of folks, and it's one of those things that I kind of knew before, but it didn't really click. There are a lot of folks for whom church is very much it's a social thing. It's I just want to see people, and that's a place to do it, and you feel good about it. You tick that box, but then you tend to not see them. I've said it before, like and St. Matthew's and Cherry Hill, I know at least the leadership knows this, that if it doesn't happen on Sunday morning, it usually doesn't happen. You're not going to get people there. Which is why for Cherry Hill, if they're all of their meetings, all of their committee meetings happen on Sunday right after church, right after worship. they're not midweek, which was an adjustment for me. Prior to being here, I was a youth pastor, and youth group kind of thrives on midweek, and then Sunday morning is usually a substantially smaller group. But that meant there was this rhythm of Sunday and Wednesday and Sunday and Wednesday and stuff going on throughout the week and things happening other days than Sunday. So that's frustrating because it's hard when there are so many folks for whom Sunday is it, and you're not going to hear from them otherwise, and you're not in person. So that takes away that social aspect. So you tend to not hear from them when you're doing the virtual stuff. Yeah, it gets to be difficult and frustrating. And I wish there was more I could do. It's one of those things where, and I said this early on, you go from a shut-in list of maybe, depending on the size of your church, 5, 10, 20 people to everybody's a shut-in. And then is it, do I spend my days calling everybody? Do I spend my days trying to figure out better virtual outreach, how to think forward through the pandemic, through what the world may be like on the other side? And that is the difficult piece. And so anybody out there, St. Matt's, Cherry Hill folks, I am more than happy to talk with you. And I know many of you know this, but you just call me. You know my number. But this has been the difficult thing when I do call people. There isn't much going on. There isn't much to, changing, moving. It's a lot of staying still, staying in place, and that gets to be tough. Reaching out to the community has actually been a little easier. Doing outdoor distanced things tends to get people inspired and showing up, but not necessarily the church membership. Some for sure, but not the ones that need it. So, with the likelihood of riding out the winter lockdown, do you think you could bring the counselor back to talk about preemptive things people can do to save their sanity? Absolutely. I have a couple very good friends who are fantastic counselors, therapists that I'll have on for Fun with Faith. It really is just a matter of scheduling it and getting it done. It is very important for all of us that we take a good hard look at our mental health, even whether you live alone or you have a ton of people in your house. Mental health is very important to keep track of. While I was giving out water during the election, wound up talking to some neighbors from the neighborhood here, obviously that have like 9 or 10 people who have been riding out the pandemic in one house together. And I was like, man, I thought 5 was bad. So yeah, it's important to check in, find a counselor. There are plenty of online options. And again, pastors are ready, willing, and able to talk as a starting point, if you like. So yeah. Oh, important question. Do I think there's going to be another toilet paper shortage? God, I hope not. I hope we've learned something. Maybe it'll be something where we collectively, subconsciously pick something else to run short on. I don't know what that would be. I don't know. Cat litter. We run out of cat litter. I don't know. So. All right. Any other questions? I'm gonna do another card here. This is a would you rather. Would you rather be covered in bees or spiders? Gut reaction, I say spiders. But then if we drill down on that and we're talking about bees that aren't enraged or bees that aren't enraged, or how venomous are the spiders, that might change my answer, but I'd probably go spiders, just because they will sting less, I'm guessing, especially if I hold still. All right. I'm not seeing a lot of questions tonight. That is A-okay, folks. Sometimes they just aren't out there. I'm going to read a bit from my 10-year-old journal from back in 1989. But I do want to encourage you, stay home, stay safe. I know this, for lack of a better word, sucks. It is not the funnest period in history, in our living history. But it is also one of those things that is easy for us to help each other out, keep each other safe, and avoid by staying home, masking up when we go out, and practicing good hygiene. So here is our readings from my journal from when I was 10 years old. Back when I spelled Tuesday, Tuesday, and April, April. So Tuesday, April 18th, 1989, my school principal told me that I had no overdue books yet. P.S. I finally cleaned my room. Wednesday, April 19th, 1989, I went to the Boys and Girls Club and made a desk organizer for my dad, and he liked it. At least I think he did. Thursday, April 20th, 1989, I went to the Boys and Girls Club and helped John Besser sand his bench. It was fun. I made a birdhouse too. P.S. This is my 18th night with braces. And then Friday, April 21st, 1989, I went to school and gave Goodwill some of my clothes, and they gave me a free ice cream cone. Outstanding. All right, I do see that a few of you are still on here. That's cool. If you have questions, please let me know. I'm willing to hang out, or I can go back and work on stuff. Hey, so I do want to. I'm gonna stick this up on the screen just so y'all can see it. If you go to this web address, you're going to get a survey or a poll to pick movies for the Faith at the Movies we talked about just a little bit earlier. See and help decide what Bree and I are going to have to preach on. We already have 6 responses. That's pretty cool. From the 60s, your options are 2001: A Space Odyssey, Mary Poppins, Sound of Music, or West Side Story. From the 70s, Superman the Movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or Grease. From the 80s, Labyrinth, The Princess Bride, The Never-Ending Story, or The Goonies. And from the 90s, The Truman Show, The Green Mile, The Fifth Element, or Titanic. We have 6 responses so far on all of those, and apparently nobody wants The Fifth Element. Nobody wants the Never-Ending Story. Nobody wants Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And let's see, nobody wants 2001: A Space Odyssey so far. That's interesting. All right. So those are things you can vote on. Please do that. We appreciate that, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun, no matter what movies we end up doing. Yeah. So, any other questions? Anything at all? You can ask me anything. That's the name of the game. Ask Mike anything. Math questions don't count. The answer to all the math questions is 42. So yeah. All right. I'm not seeing any more. Oh. Did Hal and Dave vote yet? No, Dave. Thank you. All right, folks. You have a good night. Have a good week. Fun with Faith, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Please remember to go and vote for the movies. We're going to end that by December 6th. We'll end the voting on that. Unless it completely dies, the voting. That'll give us, Bree and I, plenty of time to watch movies and plan worship and those kinds of things. So please check that out. And the cool thing is, because it's online, folks like Robert, who live far away now, or my dad, can vote and be able to see it happen. So please vote. Please take part, and be ready for some movie fun in January. All right. Seeing no other questions, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time.